Welcome, my name is Chris Kwan, and I'm advocating for a platform for licensing of patents by employing NFT. If you do not know what's an NFT, it stands for non-fungible tokens, which means it is a unique token. It's one small NFT for patentee and one giant leap for inventors. The problem is that it's very hard to license because the need to negotiate scope, jurisdiction, and royalty with each licensee. Imagine the licensee is someone like Google. It will take many days, many months to do this. And then at the end of the day, people will get bogged down with the value of your license. So what I've done is that just fractionalize it into many licensed. In this case, I'm using example only 200 NFTs. And then you calculate backwards how much you want to sell each NFT is. For example, if you're going to like, for myself, I'm not greedy. I just want to sell enough to make, to make some money out of it and then move on to my next invention. So in this case, I have created each NFT and I'm selling it for $5,000. Of course, the buyer of the NFT can sell it in the secondary market for whatever value they want. But as the initial, it's just like an initial coin offering. This is an initial NFT offering. There's going to be 200 of them, and each one is going to be sold for $5,000. And each one of them, you can use it and practice this up to, in my case, 5 million USD net sales value. As I say, if the invention creates more value for the practitioner or whoever is the licensee, then it drives him to buy more to cover this net sales value, right? So he will buy, if say for example, he makes about 10 million worth of dollars every year, um, $5,000 is nothing to him. Even if he runs out of NFT, he has to buy from the secondary market. It will benefit those who already bought it to resell it in the secondary market, driving the prices up. So that's one the reason why NFT is so critical, and that is you can actually use it as the store value, like an asset, like a share price. In my solution, by the way, in my solution, I did not include royalty. Of course, you can build royalty inside if you want, but I did not include because royalty itself is such a hassle. Some people think it's 2%, something is 5%, something is 10%. You can never get an agreement. The only agreement you can have is that it's a low value for royalty, right? Let me just pause this for a while. You can read this. This is the main advantage you have. It means there's more upfront certainty and it's less cost. That means at the end of the day, as inventors and patentee ourselves, we want to make sure that our patent can be used by the maximum number of users and can give us some benefit that is upfront certainty. Let me just pause this. Okay, welcome back again. This is the one I was telling about. It's on OpenSea. This is my first US patent, the first fractionalized US patent that is on offer on OpenSea. This is number one. So there'll be 250 of them. And this is the number one. So it's very easy to use OpenSea. You go to OpenSea and you input all the details yourself. Right? In this case, my front page cover is actually, sorry, my cover is actually my front page cover of the patent, as you can see here. And there'll be a description which you should read. There's a generic licensing agreement can be found here. You can click on that, and a bit about ourselves, and then the details. Right. So these are the contract address. The contract address here refers to OpenSea's storefront, which I'm not sure whether you can see or not, but OpenSea storefront is is not minted. You see, it's not minted until somebody buys your NFT. To them, it says that it's safe cost, but I don't really buy it. But anyway, let me just pause for a while. Right, if you're gonna be like me and you're interested in all these NFT things, please just give me a tinkle. But I would suggest that you should try on the test net first before you put anything on the main net, the one that's to show you on the main net, this one here. You should do everything on the test net. Why? Because you will not cry later when you lose your real money. So in my test net, I'm using my own smart contract to do this. As you can see, this addition, I can put in a video, and I intend to put in a video to explain to people what this NFT is about, which is the reason why I'm making this video. But also on the other hand is that you notice there is no shareable content, right? For example, the one that we just seen just now on the main network, there is a shareable content. I can press on this, but then you will know what I'm telling the buyer, and then there's no longer a share secret, right? This is not the one. Sorry, this is the one. I'm coming back to this one here. So this one doesn't have a shareable content, but I have I'm doing something else. I asked OpenSea how do we create this on our own smart contract. OpenSea hasn't replied back to me. Perhaps it's a trade secret. I don't really know. So it's the same thing again, but the license is number two, and I can actually create my own metadata. Metadata are things that you can include in your smart contract. So the dates, it's a agreement date. This is just for testing, right? This is not real. Just for testing. And so, for example, you can see my contract address, and I created a specific token ID, which is number 3 here. The blockchain now is Rinkaby. Rinkaby is a test net, and the metadata is frozen and stored in a decentralized. So you can see metadata. I'm sure you can see the metadata. Yes. Um, yep. I mean, this is the metadata that you could put in, and it's shareable with everybody. This is license number 2. I mean, like I said, I'm just testing the thing, and you can see that any person can click on this, and you'll be able to see this. If you look at the contract address, now this is on the Rickaby. So this is my own contract. So it's no longer OpenSea storefront. My own contract. Just look at the latest one that I have minted. Um, this one here. So um, so this is the transaction. You click on the transaction, you will see that it was a success, and you can see more, and then you can click on the input. You can decode the input. See, again, like I said, this is the metadata. Um, Unique number input by myself, the specific address. This is my address, and again, you can see that this is the string that shows you. So it's very hard to keep secret, by the way. And let me just pause this for a while. Okay, welcome back again. The last thing I want to show you is that you do need to have a license, right? If you're going to do this NFT yourself, you need the license. OpenSea doesn't provide you with a license. OpenSea provide you with a copyright license, which has nothing to do with a patent. So you need to be able to write all this stuff out and understand what you're doing. All right, for most lawyers, it wouldn't be a difficult thing. For example, you need to have what I just said, a fixed price of $5,000 for each NFT. Fix the price, and you say that it's up to a net sales of 5 million, right? So those are the important things. The restriction for licensee is that you can only use the product for up to 5 million only, and then anything above that you need to get another NFT, basically. Right? So obligation for the licensor myself is that I cannot issue more than 250. and I cannot grant the license in any other way except by an NFT. So I lock myself in as well. So this is being fair to everybody, and the rest is the same. I have to disclose to you the technology, any training and assistance, net sales greater than 5 million. This is the important part, clause number 9, which says that you have to buy additional NFT each time it go over 5 million. So for example, each part of 5 million, say for example you have 15 million, 1 5, then you're going to need to buy three NFT. Anything is covered by each additional allocation of 5 million in each NFT. So that means people who buy the NFT for the sake of the NFT itself would find that the price of the NFT will actually increase, because as more people wants to buy the NFT because of their net sales requirement, the price will go up, right? So if you ask yourself, uh, there will be people who buy it and not compete with other people. Say for example, you buy it and you keep it, you don't compete, because if you compete, it's likely that compete means unless you grow, the pie grows bigger. So if the pie stays the same, that means you can still just like carbon trading, it still needs to have a limited amount issued so that the price will be consistently going up. All right. If you understand all this and you understand what a patent license is and a fractionalized and NFT, you are well on your way to creating your own. Thank you very much.